Number 1. Hannibal Lecter. You've probably seen Hannibal strapped into a straitjacket with a mask to prevent him from biting anyone. Hannibal became an iconic character in horror, and his intelligent and charming personality greatly enhanced the creepy vibe around him. He acts like a regular member of society, a human being you could meet any day, anywhere. Someone who could live right next to you. However, looks can be deceiving. Hannibal is a cold-blooded serial killer who likes to cut up his victims in a bloody mess and then eat their remains. He views other humans as lab rats, and when asked why he tortures people in such horrendous ways, his only answer is that he was just curious to see what would happen. His home is his own private slaughterhouse, where he tortures and kills people in terrifying ways before cooking their flesh and preparing it in a nice meal for himself and his friends. Number 2. Jason Voorhees. This hockey mask-wearing psycho and his machete are the reason many people are afraid to leave their homes on the night of Friday the 13th. Jason is someone you would never want to encounter, as he is driven to kill anyone he comes into contact with. Jason thrives from the screams of his victims and doesn't hesitate to cut off the limbs and heads of innocent people, because to him, everyone is a target. He truly embodies evil, which isn't surprising, as he was bullied and isolated all his life for his disfigured face. So the next time you think about bullying someone, think twice, because you might just end up creating someone like Jason, who will go on a relentless killing spree in your very neighborhood. Number 3. Dracula. Dracula is probably the most famous evil being ever created. He's an immortal, blood-sucking vampire with superior intellect and wit, which makes him very appealing, until he tries to kill you. Dracula needs human blood to survive, which makes him extremely dangerous for anyone he sees when he's hungry. The worst thing is, his victims don't even know he's a vampire until it's too late. The most effective way of killing him is by striking a wooden stake through his heart and cutting off his head. But doing that to an intelligent super being who's been here for thousands of years is borderline impossible. The scariest thing is, Dracula is actually based on real-life Romanian rumors and legends, and many people living in his hometown of Sighisoara will tell you that vampires truly do exist in this world. Number 4. Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger strikes terror in you as soon as you see him. His scarred face, menacing looks, and long claws make him an ideal candidate for the villain of your worst nightmares. Freddy, like most psychopaths, went through great pain in his life and developed a strong hatred for innocence and humanity itself. He thinks that nothing can inflict more pain than the loss of a child, which is exactly why he started murdering children. Freddy is said to enter your dreams at night and terrorize you with the most haunting experiences you can imagine. Oh, and if you die in the dream, you die in real life too. Number 5. Leatherface. Leatherface is a chainsaw-wielding butcher with a family who is very supportive of his hobbies. They take the bones and skin of his victims and use them to decorate their home, and then they barbecue their victims' flesh, which they serve to unsuspecting judges at cooking competition. And surprisingly, they actually won 2 awards for their dishes. So I guess human flesh tastes better than everyone thinks. The most frightening thing about Leatherface is the mask he uses to hide his identity, which is made out of real human skin. He literally peels the skin off his victims, sews it together, and wears it on his face. But don't be fooled, this isn't just another made-up Hollywood gimmick. Leatherface was actually based on a real-life killer and body snatcher from Wisconsin who made clothes and furniture out of corpses he either dug out of graves or hunted down himself. Luckily, he's dead now, but that doesn't mean there isn't another lunatic somewhere out there who's excited to follow in his footsteps. Who do you think is the scariest movie villain ever? Leave your answer below.